Hi guys, welcome back to Investor Prime TV. If you're new, make sure you subscribe and of course follow me on Insta at Investor Prime. Alright, let's get into today's video. So today's video, we're going to be talking about Tesla, what's going on with the stock price, and basically if you have shares in Tesla, is it a good time to continue holding your shares in the hope that the price continues rising, or is it time to basically sell your shares and jump ship? So 2 weeks ago, I did a video based on the Tesla stock price following the battery day announcement, because we all know that the price plummeted. Despite the plummeting in price, I still held strong with my belief that the price was going to start rising and continue rising. If you'd like to check out that video, the link is below in the bio. So today's video will be following from that video, basically what the Tesla stock price has done since the battery day announcement, since the plummet, and what I believe would happen in the future, what I believe the price is going to do, because right now is pretty much near, or it's at one of the resistance zones. It's not at a major resistance zone, but it's at a temporary resistance zone. Will it break that resistance zone, or will it start falling again? Especially in the lead up to this earnings day announcement, what's going to happen? Because historically, earnings day announcements have caused huge violent swings in the market, huge volatilities and liquidities, because a lot of people are anticipating the price is going to rise or the price is going to fall. Especially with the Tesla stock price, it's proven that it's beaten predicted earnings announcements previously, and it's part of why the price has been rising so rapidly. Alright guys, here's Tesla on the chart, and from the 24th of September is when the battery day announcement happened. So let's look for around here was the day after the battery day announcement. Alright, so let's look at the 23rd. Alright, so from the 23rd of September is effectively when I did the last video, and as you can see, the price plummeted based on the battery day announcement. Since then, the price has risen from 352 or 354 all the way up to 462. Okay, so let's measure that move. So it's basically moved up 30% in the last 2 weeks. Alright, despite having bad news with the battery day announcement. So this shows that Tesla is highly resilient, especially with bad news. They're able to bounce back. Basically, I was showing my thoughts from the last video and how I could see it from a technical point of view that there was an ascending triangle forming, a very good ascending triangle pattern, and I believe that if this pattern continued, then there was a likelihood of a break in resistance if the price continued rising. Okay, I'll draw the resistance zones that I saw. So the first one I believed was here, which was just in my opinion, was a minor resistance, and is proven to basically be a solid resistance line. But the major one, the one that caused the price plummeting and the huge sell-off of Tesla shares, was at this point about 502. But let's look at when the bulls basically last had a good session. So about $499. Let's just round off to about $500. The bulls had the last good rally and run right up to this point before the bears took over on the 1st of September and pretty much brought the price down from roughly around 500 all the way down, including the battery day announcement, but initially it brought the price all the way down to 330. Okay, so from here we can draw effectively the ascending triangle using the trend line. Diagonal, basically a trend line is a diagonal support or diagonal resistance depending on which way the trend line goes. So if it goes up, that's a diagonal support. If it comes down, that's a diagonal resistance. So each time the price bounces here, it should continue to fall. Okay? Or as the price is rising, this will be a diagonal support zone. Alright, so let's draw the diagonal support. So it started from roughly around 269 and kept rising all the way up to this point. So every time the price touched this diagonal support or this trend line, then it bounced back up. So here it came round, touched it, bounced up, came back down, touched it, bounced up, came back down, touched it, bounced up. So you can see the effectiveness of an ascending triangle pattern from a technical point of view. All right. And one of the things, basically in a nutshell, with ascending triangles, one of the reasons why they're so effective is that imagine a spring. Okay. As you're compressing the spring, you're building up momentum, you're building up tension within that spring. So the minute you let it go, effectively a lot of energy is released and the spring shoots back up. Okay. So you can see this as a spring. So the ascending triangle starts here is very, let me just extend this resistance. All right, so the ascending triangle is very wide. Okay, so there's not much tension being built up. But as it's getting smaller and smaller, basically between this trend line and the resistance, tension is building up. Okay, and especially as this is reaching earnings announcement, which I believe is the 20th of October, the tension is getting stronger and stronger within this spring or this ascending triangle. So I believe the earnings announcement will act as a catalyst in order to raise this price way beyond $500 and continue rising, effectively forming a very good breakout strategy or breakout region at 500. So the 500 being now resistance would effectively become the support. So as you can see, let's just get an appropriate annotation to this. Okay, so as you can see that the price is reaching up to this point, this first resistance. So if it breaks this resistance in this session or subsequent sessions, then the price will continue rising from this resistance point, effectively now becoming a support zone up until the second resistance. And again, the price might continue to bounce up between this point, building up tension and effectively breaking this resistance point and just continuing to go, because if it breaks this resistance, there's no more resistance in sight. So the price is pretty much on a free rise. It will just continue rising and rising until it reaches a new resistance. Okay, so what would be good to watch out for initially would be the price of $462, which is a resistance. So if it breaks this price, I believe it will continue rising to 500, which is what I alluded to in the initial video. But starting from this point, and as you can see, the price in the last 2 weeks has been rising. So I believe it's a good time to continue holding your shares if you're long on Tesla. If you own shares or you just want to get long on this stock, take advantage of the movement in price, especially leading up to this earnings announcement of Tesla. As you can see, why technical analysis is very powerful in terms of predicting to a higher level of accuracy what the price is going to do and the movement is going to make, whether it's going to rise, whether it's going to fall, etc. And of course, you can never be 100% sure or certain in the markets. You just have to wait till the market tells you what it's doing, and based on your educated guesses, you can determine what the market is going to do later on. Sticking with Tesla, I believe the price is just going to continue to rise, and this earnings announcement is going to act as a catalyst in order to boost that price way beyond $400 or $500. So I'll definitely be holding my Tesla shares in the lead up to this announcement. But on the flip side of that, if this trend line is broken, I'll wait to see what happens in the next couple of sessions. So let's assume that this trend line is broken. Okay, so the price comes below it. All right, now the price rises back up this trend line, and if it shows that, okay, it's a solid break of the trend line and the price continues to fall, then at this point, I'll be like, okay, let me relieve some of my Tesla shares. Let me get out of the market, or let me sell pretty much all my Tesla shares, because this might actually be a strong indication that a sell-off is about to happen. It's a bad time to be in the market, or it's a bad time to be long in the market. It'll be a good time to be short in the market, as the price might continue to fall. So if you're long in this stock, that's one of the mitigations you might put in place to say if it goes against you. Let's face it, things could go against you in the market. But for now, I strongly believe that the price is going to continue to rise and break this resistance zone. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Happy trading, guys. I'll see you in the next video.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.